Okay, so let's get started with the review of the Rival 600 and also brought out the Rival 310 as a side-by-side comparison. Also, we're going to talk about what's the difference between these two and also which ones I like even better. And let's get right started with the Rival 600. So, the main sensors of both of these mouses, keep in mind, are the same sensor. They both use the TrueMove 3. Though the reason why they call the plus on this one because it has a secondary sensor, which I'm gonna flip the mouse and show you at the bottom of it. This is the secondary sensor. This is the primary sensor. Now the secondary sensor it only does one purpose, is to track the liftoff distance. Now this is the first time we did not see this this dual sensor on a gaming mouse. We see this before. As far as I remember, I believe it's the Razer Imperator and the Razer Mamba. Now I don't remember what mouse that Razer came out with this technology, but I remember they were the first ones to come out with this dual sensor. I believe other companies I'm not familiar with, so pretty much that's how far I remember. One thing I really love this mouse already that the Rival 310 doesn't have, the liftoff distance. I kind of love that you can have the option for this mouse for you can adjust the liftoff distance high or low, personal preference, whatever works for you. Now, pretty much, I kind of wish that can be implemented before even the mouse came out for the Rival 310. I wish that can be implemented with the software as the 310 Rival. I'm sorry, let me repeat that the right way. The Rival 310 and the Sensei 310. It would be nice, but sensor wise for both of these are very, very, very amazing. Again, I apologize, my camera is losing freaking focus. Give me 1 second, let's bear with me. Hold up, I don't know why it always does this, and I gotta get a new camera. Keep on forgetting to tell myself that. Hold on, let me fix. There we go. There we go. So the range of DPI goes from both of these mouses. It goes from 100 CPI to 12K CPI. Increments on 100. Both these mouses does that. Both of them. Also, one of my favorite things that I love about this. Oh God, I cannot say this enough. I really, really love how light the mouse is for a large size mouse. I had to give SteelSeries credit. Large mouse, still light, and comes with the weight system. Really, one of my favorite weight systems that I've seen so far. And also, you can use this, put to the wall, and use this as a mouse bungee also. So it comes in total of, let me count. Okay, 3, 4, 8 gram, 8, about total of 4 grams of 8 in total. So you can go all the way, I believe, from 96 grams to all the way to 128 grams. So you pretty much got a really good fine range of weights from anywhere between 96 to 128 grams. So you can really fine tune this mouse the way you want it. Unfortunately, we all know that the Rival 310 doesn't have no weight system, but it is very, very, very light. It's about 89 grams for this baby. But there's one thing that I love the Rival 310 compared to the Rival 600. I really do love the grips of this mouse a lot more. And I believe also if you are worried and you're not concerned that these grips will wear off, well, SteelSeries already have on the website that you can replace the grips on the left side and the right side of the mouse. I think they're like about $4 to $5 around that ballpark, and then plus you gotta add taxes or shipping wherever you're from in the United States or around the world. That's something you have to figure out for yourself. But what I love about the Rival 310 is just how big the side buttons really are. For the Rival 600, I really do have to get used to it. I really do love that kind of implement the third button just like the Rival 700. I really like that. And also the weight system, how easy it is you can fine tune. So you got a total about 4 on the left and 4 on the right, and you can really find your perfect weight for you can really get yourself more comfortable and really, how can I say this? You can get better in your games. I know it sounds a little bit stupid, but bear with me. But pretty much also magnetized. But what I will say is that when you have weights in it, be very, very careful removing this. Really, like the way I remove gently, slowly and gentle is try to start from here. And then once I got that part out, and then That's it. But if you go like put a little force, these weights will be flying around. And trust me, I really have a fair share of losing my weights, and then I had to find them. So pretty much when you have weights in there, you want to adjust it or take them off completely. Just be a little bit of gentle when you remove those sides. But also what I really like about this mouse compared to the 310 is the detachable cable. Now, I don't work for SteelSeries. And I don't work for them. I'm not sponsored by them. But I won't be surprised that this is a plastic cable. I won't be surprised they come out with a braided cable. And a good thing I love this about this mouse already. If the cable breaks, it's not like this. Like if the cable's damaged or gets messed up, then you're pretty much screwed. You're gonna have to send this to get RMA, or you got warranty from Best Buy or Micro Center or even Square Trade. You're gonna have to go to the process of RMA or go travel by store or whatever the case may be. With this, probably I think SteelSeries would be cool enough. I'm not quite sure again if they will just replace the cable and that's it. Maybe they will. But I kind of like this already because if something happens to the cable, you don't have to worry about sending them out. Just get a replacement cable and you're good to go. Okay, let's talk about how it affects me in game. Well, honestly, I've been recording a lot of field testing with Battlefield 1. Of course, you can go on my channel and look it for yourself, or I've dropped the links down in the description for you can look at yourself and see how I perform. Really by far, it's really tough. I do love the Rival 600 because I feel very, very comfortable. Even more comfortable than the Logitech G403. And I thought when I got this mouse, I thought I was not gonna like it, but Jesus, this mouse proved me wrong. I really do love the mouse. I really love how the grips are, but I do like the grips better on this. But after a while, I got used to it. I got also another thing that really concerned me. I thought I was gonna lose grip, especially when my hands are sweating, because these things look like these silicone grips. Looks like they're not going to do a good job gripping my thumb or my ring finger, all that stuff. But pretty much it's been doing a good job with that. I don't have no game fatigue, like my wrist starts hurting, my hand starts hurting. It's pretty much comfortable. I really do admire the Rival 600. This mouse belongs for me in a very, very special place. Now, 310, I remember the first time when they bought this mouse out with the Sensei 310, I didn't like it because it was light. Unfortunately, when I start playing low DPI, I'm talking about 400 DPI with a very low in-game sensitivity, I really started liking this mouse. I really did. And I like how very narrow it is. Side by side comparison, the Rival 310 is a lot more smaller. It's way much smaller compared to the Rival 600. Now, for somebody who has bigger hands, I will go with this mouse. But if you're a person like me, likes to try out something weird and something different, the Rival 310 is a really good mouse. Again, I do love the side buttons better on this one compared to the 600. But pretty much, these are two really, really good mouses. Now, price point, this thing costs about $80. Well, depends also. Price do change from time to time. There's sometimes they can have a sale, so it really depends how lucky you are. This one, I got it for a really good deal. I think I got it for like $50 or $53. So pretty much it's a really good deal. Really good for competitive gaming. I would say the same thing with the Rival 600, but I know more people will go with this mouse. This is a lot more lighter. And I think for they like a size like this will find themselves a lot more comfortable. Pretty much it's up to you. I really had a hard time between two of these mouses, but by the end, I really do love how the Rival 600 feels in my hands. Very, very, very comfortable for me. And the switches on the left click and right click on both of them rated to 50 million clicks. As you hear the sound, I'm going to do a test. And those are the side buttons I'm hitting right now. And I'm hitting the left click one more time. And right click. And that's the middle click I'm hitting. CPI changer. This one, let me go somewhere here. And you're going to hear the sound of this. Same thing, these are the side buttons. Left click. Right click. The scroll wheel click. And the DPI. Pretty much both of these mouses are really, really excellent. Again, personal preference, but it's hard for me because like this mouse really forces me to play even lower in-game sensitivity. This one I can lower it enough to a point that I got it. That's it. I can't go any lower as I can because the mouse is a little bit too heavy on 96 grams. This one's 89 grams. So I do love this mouse a lot more once I got used to the sensitivity, all that stuff. Really, this mouse is really worth it. I kind of even like it better than the Logitech G403, to tell you the truth. It is a lot more comfortable, and I really love the weight system. So I'm really a fan of the Rival 600. Again, if you want to give it a shot, I will order on Amazon, order it somewhere that they have a really good return policy, that it won't be a pain in the butt to refund your money or try something else. I would say just give it a shot. If you do have the money, you could try out both of these mouses and see which one do you really like. It is really up to you, ladies and gentlemen. Until then, I will talk about the software just a bit, and then we're gonna call it a day. Where is it? Oh, come on. There we go. So sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Having a little bit technical difficulties with the camera, so I just tried to see cleaning the lens will help. I mean, clean the glass that protects the lens or the camera itself. So let's get right to it. So right here in front of your face is the SteelSeries Engine 3 software. So of course, along you have a SteelSeries device or product, and if it's compatible with the SteelSeries Engine 3, this is the way it's going to look. So you got My Gear, engine apps, you can use Discord, all things where you listen to music, and also has for CSGO, Dota, Minecraft, whole bunch of stuff, and of course your library. Now this is something new that I didn't see for a while. I did not use it, which sadly enough, as you see, I have Fortnite, Overwatch, and Players Unknown Battleground, and also same thing as the Logitech software that you can add this to your library and customize the buttons or your macros or button functions on the game. So when it does launch that particular game, this profile will launch all the keybinds you did on your mouse. So pretty much you can even go down the list and even add more stuff to it. So let's continue. Let's go to My Gear. So of course we're going to talk about the 600 right here to this point. We're not going to talk about the 310. That's basically it's the same thing almost. So basically right here you got your configuration. You can set up your DPI, your lighting effects, your lift off distance, your pulling rate, your acceleration and deceleration, your angle snapping, which is I will not recommend this. I would not recommend these two right here for gaming unless you're crazy or you're a noob. So pretty much you got about a total of 7 buttons that you can reprogram, even the CPI button. So pretty much even the scroll wheel, scroll up and down, you can really do so. And also you can macro your buttons if you really want to go there. Illumination, you really got a lot of effects. You can go color shift if you want. And I'm going to show you like an example. Let's say I want to go with this color. If it lets me, oh wait a minute, I got highlighted. Look at that. Noob me. Hit apply. And this is how it's going to look. I'll put it close enough to the camera for you guys to see for yourself. As you see, that's color shift and multicolor. So you can pretty much customize whatever you want. And I'm going to hit that apply for you guys can see it for yourself. See, it goes off and then goes back to orange, it goes back to red. And reactive key. So what this does right here is, let's say you want to light up these, and when you click it, it will react to it if you want. See, when I click on it, it reacts to the color. And the last thing is you can disable all this. So if you hate RGB and you despise lights, you can turn it off if you really want to. Pretty much you can really customize the lighting effects on this if you really want to. Now of course, back to the settings of the mouse. So you only have about 2 stages of sensitivity or CPI. CPI 1 or CPI 2. Now this is not compared to the Logitech or Razer that you can set up to, I believe, 6 stages of DPI. This you only got up to 2, and pretty much that's it. And also over here is the polling rate. As you see, I use 500. You can go up to 1,000 or 250 and 125. But I like 500, that's just me because I'm a little bit old school. So pretty much that's it. Honestly, I really love this mouse once again. If any questions you guys want me to, you want to answer to me, by all means, go ahead. I'll do my best to answer it back. Pretty much, have a wonderful Sunday. Take care, guys. Remember, kids, don't do drugs. I'll talk to you guys later.